Hello, hello, and welcome back to No, I'm Not a Human. This is part 9. Last time we got the Death Cult ending and also the Survive Alone ending. This time, I'm gonna chase down some of the other endings that I think I know exist. I kind of forget where we are in the timeline because it's been a hot minute since I last recorded. Um, because I recorded a big backlog and then I was like, lol, I don't have to record for 2 weeks. And then I didn't because I'm stupid. Anyway, so I was just gonna take a look around here. But yeah, so I think I think there are 3 endings that I still need to get that I know about because there are maybe other endings than these. But so we've gotten an ending where we've survived with visitors in the house. We've gotten an ending where we've survived alone, like as in like gotten to the end of like the 2 week cycle. And then I assume that that means that there's an ending where you survive, but there are humans in the house with you, like just humans. So, interested to see how that goes. And then I think there's probably an ending that has to do with like what the oracle's trying to tell you about the hole under your house. Or well, the oracle doesn't tell you about the hole. The oracle tells you that there's something under the house, right? And I assume that what he's talking about is the hole, because when we go down there into the tunnels, there's that miner guy who's like, "There's a hole. There's a hole. There's a hole at the bottom of Eastern Europe." And you know we have to go check it out. So I assume that's an ending. And then there's also doing what the Mushroom Man wants and following the Book of Smiles and figuring that out. So we have quite a few different endings to get. I don't think I can do the Mushroom Man endings today. Or, well, not today. That's not what I mean. I don't think I can do the Mushroom Man endings, like, in this run. I'll have to, like, start a new run, because I think it's too late. But, we can at least do other stuff. Okay. So, we're not worried about the Death Cult anymore, because we've seen what that is. So I think at this point, I think I was supposed to be doing like the roulette. Have I talked to everybody for this save? Okay, it feels like I have. And then of course we have this guy, who I think has been with us through the whole game, which is kind of cool. Yeah, and we're finished talking to these two. So yeah, it's just those 3 and the Death Cultists. So I think we just need to like drink a beer and go to bed, because I think I'm not gonna bother trying to get the hole done right now. I think I'm gonna do that next time. So yeah, I think that's the vibe. So let's hit the sack, and it is day 10. So of course, we're going to do the FEMA roulette. If they take people I don't want, I actually am going to pause the recording and just wait. But, blah, 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 FEMA. Yeah. Wow, they took the renter and the doctor. The 2 people exactly I did not want them to take, actually. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, they have taken one of the cultists and, the zealot. I don't know what to call this guy. The slob, whatever. Have a nice night. Thanks, bro. So we should be good on that. Obviously, that leaves us with 2 people. I don't give a damn. I got my own shit to deal with. They're all dead. You took our only chance from us. No, I didn't. It's fine. Hey, bro. How do you spot the visitors? Yeah. House burned down. Look into my eyes. Okay, bye. See ya. So wiggle on over to the bed. And what do we have to deal with on day 11? The Pale Man 4. And other stuff. I don't think FEMA ever comes again. So I think I just don't let anybody else in for the rest of the game, and then we'll see this ending. But we can talk more to the doctor, which is cool. Well, we have to ignore the renter, because he's an asshole. But we can talk to the doctor. I'm listening. So, what was it you wanted to tell me? May I ask, what do you think of FEMA? I don't trust him. Good. Me neither. Honestly, I don't fully understand FEMA's motives myself, even after working with them for a while. But whatever drives them, I chose to help people my own way, against their rules. The problem was transparency. There wasn't any. None at all. We were never told where these signs came from or what they were supposed to mean. They just handed us a list of guidelines, told us who to label a visitor and who to let through. After that, I no longer felt like a doctor, more like a border guard stamping papers. So I started falsifying reports, help people escape. I'm sure you still have questions, but if you don't mind, let's leave the rest for tomorrow. I see. So he went all papers, please, about it. Which, I mean, is totally a fair reaction. Because a lot of the signs are, like, completely innocuous. Like, having nice teeth does not mean that you're an evil zombie alien or whatever. Although, this is also a question that I have been kind of reflecting on. Which is, like... Because there's a lot of talk about, like, fungus. You know? And, like new roots breaking through the earth, through the ashes, and like giant monstrosities that come to burned bodies, and like you know, there could be something about like fungal spores being spread by burning the bodies, and that's why they're not burning the bodies and stuff like that. Like, and there's just a lot of talk about mushrooms, and you know, the Mushroom Man talks about the Book of Smiles, and it's like, well, the first visitor sign is like perfect teeth, which is sort of a thing about smiling. Oh, hold on, I should pet the cat. Not because there is any mechanical reason to do so, but because the cat deserves to be pet, and that's how the world works. The cat just needs to get what it deserves. Anyway, let's go to bed. But yeah, so I don't know, fungus zombies? Is this The Last of Us? I don't know, man. Would it shock you that I've not played The Last of Us because it's never really interested me too much? Oh, it's you. Hello. Who are you? Oh, you're not my buddy. How long have you lived here? I think you got the wrong address. No way, I couldn't have. No. Damn it! I guess I did get it wrong. Come on, I wheeled a long-ass way to get here. Won't you let me in, please? Usually. Not let me in? We'll fix that. Grab this kombucha, swing it at the door, and bam, you're invisible. It'll work for sure. My legs are the proof, all the proof you need. See? Nothing there, right? Ha! I don't take bribes. Leave? What the fuck do you mean? You expect me to just fucking go? Oh, I'm rolling the fuck out of here, lunatic asshole. Okay. What a strong reaction. They told me that this would be our last little chat. Oh, yes. What? I'm just telling you the stuff. Don't you feel it? Blah. Everything's terrible, isn't it? Why do I keep coming? Change of the outcome's always the same. You'll die. Not today, then tomorrow. Not tomorrow, then later. You'll disappear. But for now, have you let any of us into your home? There are many non-people in here. Why so tense? Cling to life like that. What's left that matters? You're all alone now. No, I'm not. So you are ready. Bye. Okay. Maybe I should honestly skip through. Oh, hey, it's the journalist. Sup? Does it look empty? Nah, I didn't mean your place looks abandoned. It's just, I heard some real bad shits going on down on the outskirts. And not just in our city. As if the maniacs and visitors weren't enough. Now the sun's trying to fuck us over, too. Think it's gonna be any better here? Sure. I'm gonna skip the formalities and get straight to the point. The air cools off at night here, and no one's glued to the news 24/7. Not sure if you've got power, but if not, all the better. TV doesn't make anything easier anyway. The worst part is hearing another report and realizing you gotta multiply all the horror by 5, maybe even 10. I think my goal was to just, like, end the game without letting anybody else in. And I probably should stick to that. But I do like the journalist. I wish I could, like, let her in and stuff. Because she seems chill. But, like, I think if I just want to guarantee the ending I want to get, I'm gonna, like, turn her away. I'm used to it, and I see where you're going with this. Okay, will this cat food do? Do we have a deal now? I don't take bribes. There's still a few houses around. Maybe someone will look past my face and act like a decent human for once. Alright, I should get moving. Sorry, lady. You're, like, chill. Like, trust me. Like, I totally would be down to let you in. I just don't know if you're a visitor. Oh, I remember these two from the demo. Can I come in and rest for a minute? Where did you come from? I don't remember. It doesn't really matter. I'm so very tired. If I don't get some rest, I might just pass out under your window there. Does your friend need help? Not anymore. When he did need it, no one did anything. Now he's dead. He might have lived if anyone gave a shit. You should leave. You. Sorry. Look, I do want to let the people in. I do have a heart, but I also want to win. So, you know, that's just sort of how the cookie crumbles, okay? I want to win. And if anybody comes in and kills somebody because they're a visitor, that's it, bro. That's the end of the game, okay? I'm listening. How come you're not still at the quarantine zones? There was an incident. The sun was just coming up. I was heading home when one of the FEMA officers called out to me. That moment, my heart started pounding. My knees nearly gave out. Barked at me to turn around, and I had already made my peace with God. He aimed his rifle at my legs and told me not to move. He kept staring, and then he demanded I stick out my tongue to check if I was a visitor. And I did. Terrified, he'd shoot me otherwise. Then he laughed, said I must be a lousy quack if I didn't even know the tongue isn't a sign. I have never been so afraid of my life. In that moment, I wasn't thinking of saving, well, anyone or anything. I simply ran, like a coward. The shame of it, it's unbearable. How can I look at myself in the mirror knowing I left those poor people behind? You're pathetic, get out of my house. No, that's insane. That's insane. But you can still help people. I'm afraid I can't. I left all my instruments behind at the quarantine zone. I'm useless now. I know you were hoping for treatment, but what can an old man like me do with nothing but his bare hands? I'm sorry if I've let you down, son. I'm afraid I'm powerless against the visitor threat. Don't worry, you can just stay anyway. Thank you for your understanding. It does make this weight feel a little lighter. I imagine FEMA would have uncovered the false reports sooner or later. Still, I can't shake the thought that I could have saved more people, if only I'd been a little braver. I fear that guilt will haunt me for the rest of my days. God damn. Fuck. Shit. Let's drink a beer and go to bed. Let's just not think about the man and his guilt and the sadness of it all. Just go to bed, not worry about it. Just experience life, you know? I'm back. You want to find her? No. He doesn't want to find her. Sag. Take a look at my photo. Looks fine. I don't give a flying fuck. You won't see me again. Joe was left. Like, yep. Mm-hmm. Oh. Hello. Ah, shit. Someone actually lives here. My bad. Thought the place was empty. I'll head out. Although, listen, mind if I crash here for a bit? Been a while since I was around, you know, people. Do you think that's a good idea? Sure, why not? Ever since them visitors crawled out of wherever they came from, I've been on my own. At least I figured it was safer that way. But you want the truth, man? I'm sick of it. Tired of talking to shadows. Stuff's starting to get to me. Feel like I'm going nuts. I just survive alone. No point in lying. Hate abandoned houses, empty apartments. Grab what I can, sell some, keep the rest. I had a moment where I nearly quit doing it for good. Almost. But yeah, I was just about to hit your place. Thought it was empty. No offense meant. But since you're living here, I think I could stay a while, eh? I got stories. Seen plenty of stuff out there. Usually. Hey, kid, don't kick me out, man. Let me see what I got here in my bag first. Alright, a knife. I'm gonna need that. Bandages, sure. An old flask, empty. Mine ain't much help. Oh, here we go. Coffee. Take it, fella. Just let me crash here till morning. I don't take bribes. No worries. Say, don't happen to know if any of these houses nearby are empty, do ya? Just pass it through. Won't stick around, promise. You, gone already? Alrighty then. Guess I'll be going too. I feel bad. I really do. I really feel bad turning the people away, which I think is part of the point of the game, is to make you feel bad for turning people away, even though they might be evil. Oh, hey. It's you again. What's so beautiful about this place? The silence, the emptiness. It's still out here. I shiver, even caught in the city's frantic heat. This fever trapped, the streets no longer cool as night falls. I think I actually asked this question before. Should we cut your arm out? Do you think that will help alleviate the sepsis? No, I do not need such kindness. Somehow, I feel the inevitable is accepted readily here. That's why I came. Here I will pass into and merge with that final unknowable world. I will go gently. Usually, would you mind if I stayed close by? I'll wait for death to gather me in her soft embrace. I'll find some shade somewhere. But please, don't cast my body aside once my time comes. Well, unfortunately, you're just gonna, like, incinerate, bro. So. But, you know, it's cool. Breaking news stuff. End of broadcast. Okay. Oh, wow. Why do I have 4 energy today? It's not like I drank coffee. Do you have more to talk about? How come you're not still... Oh, no. He's done. So his story is only, like, 3... The Summer's End Festival! Yay! Ugh. Let's drink some Bober Cerny and go back to bed. Except, wait. Kitty? Kitty? Wait. Oh, there he is. There's the beautiful boy. Pet him. He deserves it. He's perfect. Just like every cat. Sorry if you hear the beeping. It's me turning on my space heater because I'm a little cold. That's fine. Nobody comes on day 13, right? It's just, this is it. You know, we're done. Summer's End. So, time to go back to bed. Nobody on day 13. I never wrote that out. And now we're boarding up the windows, because day 14, I think, is the end of game. So, yeah. Final Hunter, final visitors on day 12. Sorry. I don't know why I'm yawning right now. I have no reason to. I've been up for several hours at this point. But, you know. It is what it is. Alright, let's see. Is this new? You make your way down into the cellar with the other survivors. This is looking kind of familiar. It's cooler down here, but the air still feels heavy with unease. If you ration carefully, your food storage should last for a month or 2. You seal the door. No one will be able to get in now. You keep track of the days by marking the cellar wall. Waiting for the end drags on for nearly 2 months. Some hope the sun will finally burn the ground to ash or fade into darkness. Others seek the end on their own terms. Dragging out the inevitable is more painful than a swift end. No one envies the living. This is new. One day, you catch an announcement on the radio. Solar activity is fading. Scientists predict that in a couple of days, it will be safe to go outside during daylight hours in a few days' time. You feel disappointment You realize you'll live through this year after all. But then what? Will next summer be the last? The thought of waiting for the end is a suffocating burden. But at least one of the others seems happy. Who knows? Maybe there's still a decade left ahead of you. So melancholy, but also, yeah, you know, at least there's a little bit of a future still. The end. Survive till the end. All right. Well, I like that ending a little bit more than the other two. I mean, you don't get as much information, but I think there's less despair in that ending. I think, but it's like, it's interesting because I think a non-zero amount of it is that your character is such a miserable sack of shit. Like, they're just so, or he, I assume that we're a guy. He's just such a, like, depressed, like, resentful, like, little sad man, to the point that when faced with the idea of the end of the world, he can't be happy that he has more time. And it's like, that's definitely in character for him, but it's also like so sad that he just is so, I don't know, pressed down by his history, that he can't be happy, even when something objectively really good happens. It's really a shame. Oh, this also did remind me, by the way, because I saw In the Forest for Immortal in the credits. There might actually be another ending, or at least there's like a quest. Do you remember the Raincoat Child and the guy who's like, I'm looking for my daughter? I'm wondering if, like, Mr. You and I, We're Immortal, or whatever, is looking for his daughter, and his daughter is the Raincoat Girl. And the Raincoat Girl won't come in. I assume they're a girl. I guess it's because he says he's looking for his daughter. But the Raincoat Girl won't come in unless her dad is in the house. But last time we had him, he was a visitor. So it's a little bit like, I don't know if it's like one of those quests where you have to let a visitor stay in your house for a while. Because I feel like that's how Cold Girlie worked. Was like, she's always a visitor, but you have to let her stay in your house to see what her deal is or what her request was. Anyway, I think we'll go for the whole ending now, or at least we'll try. So this time, instead of, so obviously the hunter comes tonight because it's day 10 again. Oh, let me also check how much time we have left in the recording. We got so much time, bro. We got plenty. We got oodles of time. I was gonna check if drinking 3 Energeca in a row kills me. I don't think it will, really. But it should. It absolutely should kill you. That you absolutely should not get away with that. But yeah, I know the hunter comes tonight, and he'll be like, you know, show me your sands. But I think if we just, like, show him, I think if we just show him our photo, he'll be like, what the fuck? And, you know, he'll just leave it alone. But, I forget if we can call for rest today or not. I kind of fell off with calling for rest diligently in the later days, so I wanna make sure that I continue to do that. Sorry, I was rubbing my neck for a second. Okay, let's sleep. Oh right, and we have to play the FEMA roulette. God, okay. Hopefully they just take people I don't give a shit about. Please don't take anyone I care about. Yay! I don't care about those death cultists. They can fuck right off. I don't give a damn. Bye. Hey man, what's up? How do you spot a visitor? It's all the same fucking shit. Only the girl made it out. You can look at my photo. Boom. Looks clean, sure, but I buried too many that were actually clean to buy it just like that. Honestly, couldn't care less about that photo. I got real shit to handle. You live for now. We'll run a real test later. Uh-huh. Okay, so he's okay with the photo, but he's also just like, that's not real. That's not real bullshit. Shut the fuck up. Alright. Let's sleep. There's more. But wait, there's more. We go into the basement and we diggy hole. Even more. Diggy hole. And now we've unlocked the tunnels. Huh? And yeah. There's a hole. There's a hole. There's a hole. There's a hole in the bottom of the tunnels. I'll take a look around the tunnels really quick. But as I recall, there is nothing to do down here currently, except for to marvel at all of the footprints, or shoe prints down here. To be like, oh yeah, visitors, or at least people, have been walking around in these tunnels, like, for sure. I would also be scared, because these tunnels do all seem to look like packed dirt. They're not, like, reinforced with anything, so I'm also, like, very concerned about how unstable those are. But it's fine. Anyway, so we've tunneled, and now it's time to go to bed again. Just like that. Pet my cat. Such a good baby. Such a perfect kitty. Anyway, I guess we can watch the news again. And oh yeah, now we know why we don't look that way. Cause mommy died through the window. Sad. Hi. What do I do for you? Hello? Anyone in there? I heard footsteps. Maybe you're there behind the door. Can you open it? Wait. This is a FEMA guy. Wait. What the fuck? This is This is the FEMA guy who's been taking all of our people? Did you come for me this time? Huh? I don't get it. Oh, no, I'm not with FEMA. Is it because of the uniform? Everybody hates them, from what I've seen. For whatever it is they do. People get taken away, and they never come back. Who knows what's really going on? So who are you then? Just a regular factory guy. Built fridges. Fixed them too. And I don't work there anymore. Work kept piling up. Not enough people left. We couldn't keep up. Okay, so this guy isn't FEMA. He's just, well, he might be lying, but, you know, I burned out. Quit. Again, I just kind of want to get the whole ending, and I don't want to deal with, like, people dying, so, what? Oh, thanks. Wait, that came out wrong. Yeah, I get it. I guess this suit's kind of scary. I don't even know why I'm holding on to it. Bye. Okay. See ya. See ya, buddy. Well, it's me again. Oh boy, I'm just getting real tired of saying the same shit over and over. Why the fuck do you have to keep playing the game for so long, anyway? For fuck's sake, are you alone? No. Well, whatever. I'm gonna fuck off. Oh, it's this guy again. Nah. Oh, shit. I should, probably click the other stuff. Do you steal from people? What, you think I'm some kind of thug? Look, I ain't no saint. But there's lines I don't cross. I don't raise a hand against my fellow man. Well, there was one time I had no choice. It ain't a short story, though. I can tell you later. Anyway, if you're living here, any chance I could crash for the night? Don't kick me out, man. I don't take bribes. Bye. Sus. Hello there, dearie. What's up, dearie? You're gonna let me in, right? You're totally gonna let me in and stuff, right? Because I'm just an old, poor woman, and you should let me in. I'm turned away everywhere I go. For my wings are clipped, yet I open my throat to sing. But they all turn to me eventually, even if they say they never will. Well, I don't hold grudges. I help everyone who comes to me. Even you will find yourself in need someday, dearie. Who will you turn to then? Well, sorry. Sorry about that. You know, I'm on a mission, okay? I've got an agenda, okay? I'm trying to make sure that I can go in the hole. And that's important. Now I don't think we've ever had it that the hole became available. Back again? Huh? You speaking quieter now, or is it just me going deaf from that hum? Well, spit it out. Your friend's not back yet? Huh? My boys? Nah, they're fine. One went in deep, but he'll be back. Knows how to sniff out an exit, that one. The other one's on the rope. He'll give it a tug when he's ready or if something goes south. See? The rope's taut. Means he's still down there working. We'd know if something was wrong. Have you looked into the hole yourself? Looked? Sorta. Not really, I guess. Would love to, but look, one wrong pull on that rope and it's game over. Got close back when the boys were still here, but down there, it's like staring into the abyss. True nothingness. But man, sometimes when you stand near it, it feels like something's calling you. Try it. Just listen. Not that I'm scared, but it pulls at you. If only I could take one more look, just a little closer. We gotta stick together, okay? Someone's gotta be ready to haul the other back up. How long have you been down here? What? Speak up. I've been sitting here, sure. 2, maybe 3 days. The float time's weird down here. No light, no clocks. Hell if I know how many hours have gone by. You better eat something up there. You'll end up like me, starving with only a lantern for company. Aren't you worried something happened to your friends down there? Visitors? That's what we've been saying. We think these tunnels are theirs, and that hole might be some kind of gate. What if the answers are down there? Not all of them, sure, but why they came up, what they want. Just think about it. One trip down, and maybe we finally figure it out. I'd go myself, but someone's got to keep the rope steady, right? You don't look built for heavy lifting, but I could yank you up, no problem. How about you go look and I keep watch? I mean, maybe. I don't know, has shit changed down here at all? Or because his dialogue's definitely different. Wiggle, wiggle. Oh. Hey, man. Wow, you're like the first, like, 3D guy. Huh. Well, the Oracle said don't jump. Not just yet. So maybe we shouldn't jump just yet. But cool, we can go down the hole now. That's awesome. I want to see if I can order some kombucha tonight. Because what is it, day 11? Should be good. Or no, it's day 12. It's day 12. But yeah, I want to see if I can order some kombucha tonight. And if I can order some kombucha, then I can save before we go down the hole, which would be pretty cool. And if we can't, I guess that's also fine. I also didn't really put this together for a while, but forest. I don't know why. There's like some symbolism about the forest in this game. So I don't know. That's just something to think about. Oh, I can't buy kombucha. Okay. Well, the final hunter is tonight, right? I mean, I guess I can take some cat food. But the final hunter is tonight, so I'm a little worried about whatever that is. I'm gonna check my hands because they're all dirty. Oh, they're clean. Huh. I guess your hands are only dirty the day that you dig. I guess I should have realized that. Oh well. So that means that we can kind of just show the hunter our hands and it's like totally fine. Okay, so the question becomes like, do we jump down today? Or do we jump down tomorrow? I mean, the rope's still taut, so maybe we should wait one more day. Because, I mean, the Oracle said to not jump, not just yet, right? And day 13 is kind of the last day that you have free to do anything, so it would be interesting. I'm back. How you holding up? Same as always, whatever. Showing my eyes. It still doesn't mean you're safe. Free to go for now. I don't got time for this shit. I'm done. You won't see me again. Enjoy what's left. Delivery. My friend got killed. People lost their fucking minds. What the hell would that asshole think a regular delivery guy is dangerous? Why kill him? What the fuck for? I'm sorry. Remember when I said being a delivery guy helps take my mind off stuff? Feels like that's not working anymore. Keep seeing tired, grim, bitter faces. Plus those endless morning checkups with FEMA staff point guns at us. This whole mess. I'm sick of all this shit. I just wanted it to be over. Alright, take your order. I'm gone. Here you go. Cat food. Have a good night. Poor guy. I don't know if we've already seen that or not. Oh my god. Final Oracle is on day 12. If whole available. But he looks fucking terrible. I've forgotten your face. My vision's fading. I barely see anything now. She left me. You look bad. She kept me going all this time. And now, she's just gonna take it all back? What was the point? Who are you talking about? I don't even remember anymore. One word repeats in my mind. Jump. 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 I don't know if it's a message meant for me or you. I'm lost. Divine my fortune again, would you? Perhaps it'll help. The 10th page? Our youths screamed out like the pyres of Rouen. I don't have the strength to keep reading. I think I'll be going now. Goodbye. Man, that Oracle does not look good. He does not look good at all. It's me! I sense the energy here is stagnant. Something very bad is developing within. You're a pretty assertive person. I don't need anything from you. I'm not trying to overstep here, darling. I can just help you understand the cause and effect relationship behind the suffering in these walls. A karmic 69, like two circling schools of fish. Scratch my back, and I'll scratch yours. Understand? Thanks for doubling all of that on my already troubled mind. I understand that this is stressful for you, since you're a Capricorn rising. You're juggling several constellations within yourself. You're a complex person. We can use affirmations to reach the depths of the inner cosmos. You understand, don't you? Then everything will fall into place. Bye. So you're not interested in working on yourself? Is that what you're saying? No interest in becoming a better you? What a tragedy. I shall make sure to manifest you a terribly explosive bout of diarrhea. Okay. Okay, ma'am. It's me again. I'm dying. Why didn't you stay home? I feel truly unwell. And I'm not just talking about the gangrene, alas. Each morning I wake, I lie and wonder if I'll live to see the next. A tale like mine is best swallowed in one foul gulp. The city's noise clings to me like sweat. The frenzy, the scramble, man desperately chasing a chance at survival. But out here, you've made peace with what's to come. I'd like to die here, slowly, quietly. Truly savor those final moments. How'd you get gangrene? A fair question. For now I shall say this. Yes, I have asked this before. Usually, by... Okay. Tomorrow we jump. And in the morning, we jump. Because the Oracle said so. And that's important. But first, we pet the cat. And also, I think it would be a good idea, just for funsies, to feed the cat some cat food. His little face is hard to read, but you're pretty sure he's happy. You have a strange feeling you can sleep peacefully tonight. Feels like your furry friend has shared one of his lives with you to say thanks. Who knows? Maybe death will pass by your home tonight. I'm not sure the cat has ever been super useful, but I think it's fine. Okay, it says run is on space, but it's definitely on shift. Oh, it's you. Thought you chickened out. Something's off, though. The light's weird. The rope feels strangely heavy. Or maybe I'd just been sitting here too long and my imagination was getting carried away. But that hole. Be honest. How many times have you been drawn to it already? Kind of pulls at you, right? Admit it. Think your friend's still alive? Oh, sure. Of course he is. Rope's still taut. See? I mean, he's down there, working. If something went wrong, I'd know it. But hey, we got time to kill while we wait. Time to figure this whole place out, maybe. Admit it, you're curious. What if we never find out what's down there? Never find out? Are you kidding? It's not just a hole. I know you feel it, too. What if there's something down there that changes everything? Answers every question? Makes you a national hero? You just walk away? Go back to your life like nothing happened? Come on, get down there. Let's figure this out, together. Okay, but what is your other dialogue? Is the other one still missing? What other one? Look, someone's got to make a move. Can't sit around here forever. It's now or never. You feel it too, don't you? That pull? Like the hole's calling out to you. You hear it, right? Why don't you go down yourself? Who will pull me up if I go down, huh? No offense, but I've seen more muscular mice. You go down. I stay here. I could yank you back up with one arm, but if I go, who's hauling me up? It's simple logic. Sorry, my cat wandered off, and I was just double-checking that he that he had somewhere to go. Because if the door was closed, I'd have to get up and let him out. But anyway. You want to know what's down there, don't you? You're no coward, I can tell. You've come down here 3 times now. Go on. Show some courage. You go down. I got your back. You really want to spend the rest of your life wondering what if just because you chickened out now? So what are you waiting for? This is why you're here. All right, fine. God, I just wanted to hear what you had to say. So pushy. It's because he really wants to go down the hole, but he's chicken. Calling me chicken, but he's the real chicken. All right, let's go down the hole. There's a hole. There's a hole. There's a hole at the bottom of the house. Oh. Oh my. Okay. Hello. This reminds me of a scene from 1000X Resist. If you guys have not watched that playthrough or played that game, you could check it out. But this is pretty cool. I don't know what the fuck is happening, but I'm into it. Hey. Oh, it's death. Okay. I did have a feeling that it was death. Because the Oracle refers to the person, like, as though they have like a connection with us, right? And refers to them as female, or well, with feminine pronouns, I guess. And they always look fucking worse, like way worse every time we see them. Almost like they're wasting away, like they're dying. So, it makes sense to me that the thing that they were communing with was death. And the cultist seems to think that we had a special connection with death. And also, you know, the house has the energy of death because death is hanging out underneath the house. Although, again, we went down and we're in like an endless void with an aurora. So I don't know. Is this real? Is this fake? Who knows? But anyway, let's talk to death. If only those frozen hands could love me. Could you ever manage that? Congratulations. You emerge into an odd space. A hallway stretches before you with a desk at the end. Where am I? In these sorrowful lands, everything is geared for winter. Thick walls, thick coats, thick dreams. How lovely that this long night is coming to an end. Daylight is near. Shall I keep hold of your shadow? I can see you want me to. You have no reason to fear. There's nothing left to be afraid of. The road twisted into a slippery knot, then broke apart. Am I dead? Is this the end? Am I dead? What does it truly mean to be dead? Maybe you simply fell asleep and we have found each other within a dream. We are alike in that way. I am the unwanted sibling, the outcast in the family of humanity. What do I do now? Is there nothing else? Of course. This tiny kingdom has swallowed so much sleep. Where do you want to go? To those whose eyes carved marks into your heart? No, you don't want to see them. You're tired. I know where you need to go. To where motif mirrors are plentifully set to lend a sense of abundance. That's what you wanted, isn't it? Where you're meant to be. Yet, these short roads will soon stretch strangely wide, long, dusty, and strewn with compromises. Enjoy. Aw, man, do I make a choice here? Like, am I meant to go away from the house that I've always hated? Or am I meant to go back? Damn it, am I gonna have to get this ending again and, like, make different choices? But this is what we've wanted all this time, right? Oh, no, we can't leave. Okay, great. We go back to the house. This is, I don't know what I expected down the hall, but I guess I didn't really, I mean, I knew that it was death, right? But I didn't know, I don't know, man. I wonder what happens if you jump down the hole early now, though. So many questions, so many different things that you can do in this game. Hey, let's wiggle. I can't sprint here. But we're at the house. But it's beautiful today. We're outside. There's a fence, the mountains in the distance. We can look around at our beautiful house that we hate so, so much. The window, we never look out. Okay. I just thought I'd take a look around. I didn't mean to, like, ruin the whole ambiance of whatever is happening. I wonder if I should go back and label some of the other episodes with, like, what endings are in them. And, like, do, like, chapters for that. Maybe I should. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm thinking about stuff that is not this. Am I dead? Nothing. Is anyone coming? Is anyone here? Day and night mean nothing here. I don't know how long I've been here. But now I feel calm. So very calm. It's so very still. There's nothing more to hinder you here. I hear no footsteps, no voices. I feel nothing. I don't remember how I got here. I don't know how to leave. But I don't really want to. I just hope this lasts a little longer. I wonder what it all meant. Why was I allowed in? Will someone come for me? I wish I could meet them again. But that can wait. I'm tired. I'll just rest a while. Embrace the inevitable. Meet death. Okay. Well, that was an interesting ending. Because that's kind of the one that the game is building towards like the whole time. And it also seems to be the one where the main character is the most happy. Because he finally gets his isolation. Because that's what he wanted, right? He's just so tired of the world, and he just wants to be alone forever. And he got his wish. I think it's interesting, the idea that our main character guy has such an affinity with death, because Death's whole thing is like, you're like me, I am the unwanted child of humanity. Or the unwanted sister. And this idea of like, people don't want to accept death. But this guy has basically been living a living death his whole life, right? After the passing of his father and the inheritance of his house. Like, he hasn't wanted anything from anybody or anything to do with anybody. He's just wanted to live alone in isolation with no one bothering him or talking to him or interacting with him. And even though he's forced to by the events of the game, you know that that's not what he wants. And I think there's something interesting about how the game constantly has the pale man come by and be like, why so tense? Why do you cling to life so hard? Because in the end, that's not really what the player character wants. Like, he doesn't really want to live. He's just afraid of what it means to die, because all living things are built to live. But he has this death drive, but he's too afraid to jump. It's really sad. Thematically, I don't know what it means as far as like, maybe like the way that you draw the connection between the main character and the world outside of him is like, the world outside of him is this rotten place where people betray each other, kill each other, take each other away, cling desperately to their lives, but only their own lives, never the lives of the other people around them. And seeing all of this, the hermit, as he tries to survive, comes to understand that he doesn't actually want to survive, because what good is the world anyway? But there's also a part of him that still does want to survive because he's a human. Because at the end of the day, when he's in his, like, resting place granted to him by death, he does desire at some point that somebody will come for him. But he doesn't know when he wants that to happen. But at some point he wants it. I don't know. It's very sad that even given his heart's desire, he still yearns to not have it. I don't know. It's very interesting. As far as, like, no, I'm not a human. Like, if we draw it, like, if we draw another, like, parallel between, like, that ending and the idea of no, I'm not a human, I wonder, because this game, I think, is a lot about alienation, right? It's about this idea of not feeling connected to your fellow man and also not wanting to. And part of it is paranoia, but also part of it is just building walls between yourself and others. And I don't know, I guess another way to look at this title of this game, of No, I'm Not a Human, aside from, like, the visitors, because the visitors, I think, are always trying to pretend to be human. They, too, are clinging to life, right? And I think, in a lot of ways, maybe No, I'm Not a Human describes the protagonist, because he doesn't want to be human anymore. He wants to rest. He wants to die. I don't know. These are just the immediate thoughts that come to my brain after getting that ending. I want to take a look at the time here. We've got like 5 minutes left in the recording, so I feel like it would be kind of weird to keep going, especially when we have to basically restart the game to deal with the Mushroom Man. So I think we're gonna call the episode here. I'd be super interested to hear what you guys think about these endings, and also just all of the endings so far, because it's very interesting. I feel like this game, I think it at times can be very surreal, which I think is part of the point. But I don't know. It's because of that surreality, it is sort of sometimes harder to divine sort of what the message is or what the idea is. And I don't know. I think a large part of this game, aside from just like the gameplay of like who is a human and who is not a human and all of these like disaffected weirdos, I think a large part of it is this character study of this main character who doesn't really want to live, but feels like he must because he's human and we all are human, even though maybe he doesn't want to be. Anyway. Yeah, so I will see you guys next time. And next time we'll go for the Mushroom Man's ending, whatever that might entail. And maybe we'll try to do some other stuff. I don't know, it depends. But I'll see you then. Bye-bye.